Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video I'm gonna show you how you can install apt-fast on Linux Mint. It's also possible to install on Debian, on the other Debian-based distributions, but the difference is depending on the distro that you're using. For example, on Ubuntu it's almost the same as the installation of Mint that I'm gonna do, except one thing, which is for Mint you should use apt-get in the configuration that you're gonna see later. And the second thing, on Linux Mint you can add extra Linux Mint repositories in the apt-fast sources list or something. Alright, so I'm gonna follow the guide that is in this page. I will include it in the description if you want. It's by Joshua James on this website. For those who say or may say there is Nala, yes, I agree with you, but before that we used to use apt-fast to speed up the download process of the packages. It's not on the official repository, we need to add the PPA for it. Here is my Linux Mint machine. I open the terminal and then we take that command. Or we type it. You just follow me in these commands and you will have apt-fast installed and configured on your system. Before Nala existed, or before that we used to use apt-fast to speed up the usage of apt-get or apt on Debian-based distributions. Here you press enter, because I did not specify -y at the end. You wait some time for it. Done. And then we refresh the repositories or the cache of the repositories on our local machine by running sudo apt update or sudo apt-get update, depending on whichever command you like. I move my camera. So once it refreshes, it can see the new PPA that we added, and whenever we want to install our package, we will be able to do it. Never mind about that warning, it's not a big deal. And then we simply install it by running sudo apt install apt-fast. It's a small package, no need to worry so much about it. We press Y here to confirm, and then we wait some time for it to install. It's not going to take so long. I thought that we will have to manually install Araya 2 or Aria 2, but it exists, as you can see in the dependencies. So no need to worry about it, because later apt-fast is going to depend on a download manager, a CLI download manager. In this case it's going to be Araya 2 or Aria 2. I don't know how to pronounce it. Here we choose apt-get because I'm using Linux Mint. For you, you can choose whichever you like, as long as you're not using Linux Mint. Here you can see that. Here you can see the reason where you should use apt-get for Linux Mint. Later you can change. This is from the GitHub page of apt-fast. You can change in the configuration file, which is in /etc/apt-fast.com. You can change the configurations the way you like whenever you want. I did not depend on this page because it contains a lot of details. I just wanted the straightforward process of installing apt-fast on Ubuntu or on Mint, and it works on Mint almost the same way as Ubuntu. If you did these steps, it will possibly work for you, except for the repositories later. Don't add Linux Mint repositories Otherwise you can put them if you want, no problem with it. Here you choose the maximum number of the connections. In my case I'm just gonna keep the default one, it's fine for me. You can choose whichever number you want. Later also you can change in the configuration file, which is the same. After you choose, you press Y here, choose no. It doesn't, or in the tutorial it says that you choose no, as I guess. If I'm mistaken, just comment down and tell me that I am. And then after we press enter, it's gonna finish the installation. It won't take so long, since I told you it's a small package, almost 1 megabyte and a half. We wait some time for it, and then we will proceed to the next steps. Yes, Araya 2 is installed, as you can see. Next step is to go to the same configuration file that I'm talking about, which is /etc/apt-fast.conf. You can choose whichever text editor you want. In my case, I'm just gonna use the simple nano. You scroll down to add some things in your configuration file. You can change the maximum number of connections. In my case, I'm not gonna change it. We just go to choose Araya 2 or Araya 2 and put the configurations as needed, as it says in the tutorial. I believe that I will check down if the line exists, or we will add it fully. If it exists, we change it to make it match with the one that is described in the tutorial, and the page that I'm showing here. Yes, I chose to simply run it this way. Or type it this way, sorry, not run it. I just take it the same way it's written in the tutorial. I check if it's exactly the same or not, so later it doesn't complain if there is a small mistake or if there is a syntax mistake. We need to make sure it's exactly the same as written. As you know, this thing is a little sensitive. After we finish that command and make sure it's exactly the same as written, we simply close and go to the next step. Now I'm gonna check it again. File allocation equals none, sorry. Y to confirm. And then we go to the mirrors. You can add as many mirrors as you want. In my case, I'm just gonna add the mirror that's given, since it is possible to add it for Ubuntu and Mint at the same time. And I'm gonna go to the source file or sources list file for Linux Mint and copy and paste from it to my apt-fast sources list, of course. Both of them have the same configuration file, one for apt-get and one for apt-fast. I'm gonna use Nano. You can use whichever text editor you want. apt-fast .list, that's the file, and then you copy the repository. You can put whichever repositories you like, but you need to make sure that they don't cause any problems, because if you mix repositories that are not compatible or are not compatible with your distribution, that is going to cause you some problems. Now I'm checking the mirrors, because you can put multiple mirrors to speed up. It will keep downloading from multiple mirrors, and that's one of the ways apt-fast speeds up the download. So the main role, as I said to you, for apt-fast is speeding up the download. So I will simply type it like that. I'm not gonna use us dot, I'm just gonna use archive.ubuntu, and it exists. I believe it exists. You can use also us.archive. You can check the one that is the closest, or the closest one to your country, or the one that's in your country, whichever it is. I don't know, maybe Japan, maybe China, maybe Russia, maybe Middle East, North Africa, South Africa, Nigeria, Morocco, Algeria, anything. Just make sure that you choose the closest mirrors to speed up the maximum. Okay? In my case, I'm not going to choose a specific country. Archive, I believe it's the universal, but I don't know which country it is. So I'm going to check also the source list for the default source list for Linux Mint, which is in /etc/apt /apt only, and then /sources.list, no, sources.list.d, yes, sources.list.d, and then the file is supposed to be official package repositories.list, and then you take one of them. Take the one that we did not put, of course. In my case, I'm just going to take Mint official one, as you can see, copy and paste, just to make sure that the repositories of Mint itself exist in our apt-fast list. I was thinking of changing Vanessa to that variable, which is $release, but I eventually kept it the way it is. I guess later I'm supposed to change it in case I want to make it universal every time there is an update. Otherwise it's gonna be stuck to Vanessa. You yourself make sure you put the correct values, and now we can run apt-fast just like we run apt-get or apt itself or Nala. Nala is supposed to be better, of course, if you want to use Nala. Otherwise, if you don't like it or you want to try just for fun or for testing, just use apt-fast. Now we can install an application. Let's check if it's installed. It's not, so let's try to install it using apt-fast, and we can see the speed, which will change, and it's going to be faster for sure than the usual or the plain apt-get. Look at the interface, how it has become different. You press Y, and luckily I have chosen multiple applications, so we can download many dependencies and prove that it's fast. You can see the parallel download. Each package is downloading by itself or downloading alone, and the percentage is appearing in between. Okay, the interface is totally different. It's not as we used to see in apt or apt-get or aptitude. Aptitude has also a different interface. We can make a video about it. For Ubuntu and Debian based distributions, there are so many interfaces for the package manager, like apt-get. There are also the GUI ones like Synaptic, like GNOME software. You can see that you can also upgrade the system. For me, I just ignored it because I don't want to upgrade the system. You can try it if you want. It can be faster than using apt-dist upgrade or something. I don't think the command is exactly like that. I forgot how it is. You can comment and tell me how it is exactly. We just wait for it to finish. We have chosen packages that require a lot of dependencies, and then we press Y, and then it's gonna do exactly the same as it does when it is using apt or apt-get. So we're gonna pause the video, just see the last result, and yes, that's how it looks like. We can run the commands that we installed, and they work, as you can see. Thank you for watching, and see you.